Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into what really stops most people from starting their own business. And here's a hint. It's not about having a ton of money or some world-changing idea. Nope, it's about that huge gap between dreaming and actually doing. So, let's talk about how we can close that gap for good.
So, does this sound familiar? That little voice in your head that says, one day I'll start my business. It's a classic, right? But the thing is, one day never shows up on the calendar. We get stuck waiting for this perfect moment that just never arrives. Let's get real about why we're stuck, and more importantly, how to finally get moving.
Okay, first things first. We have got to bust this perfect idea myth wide open. This is probably the #1 reason amazing people never even get started. They're all waiting for this lightning bolt of an idea that honestly just doesn't exist.
And here's a little dose of reality that should actually make you feel better. 9 out of 10. Let that sink in. 9 out of 10 first businesses don't work out exactly like they were planned. Now that's not supposed to be discouraging. It's supposed to be liberating. It means your first try isn't about perfection. It's just about getting your foot in the door.
This is why we need to completely change how we think about the word failure. It's not an endpoint, it's education. Seriously, think about it. You can't learn to ride a bike by reading a book, right? You gotta get on, you gotta wobble, you're probably gonna fall. Business is exactly the same. That hands-on, wobbly experience, that is an education you literally can't buy.
And that leads us right into the next major roadblock, the fear of wasting time. It's that nagging question in the back of your mind, what if I pour all this energy into something and I've got nothing to show for it in the end?
We've all been there. Every single one of us has had this thought. And it's a totally fair question. Your time is the most valuable thing you have, and of course, you want a return on it. But what if we've been looking at that return all wrong? So here's the mindset shift that changes everything. You can look at your effort as time spent, which feels like a potential loss, or you can see it as time invested, which is a guaranteed win. Because when you invest your time, the return isn't just about money. It's about skills, it's about confidence, it's about gut instinct, and that's a return you get no matter what.
All right, let's talk about the big one, the excuse we all love to use. I just don't have the money to start. And look, some businesses do need a lot of cash, but so many don't. The real secret is to stop focusing on what you don't have and start leveraging what you do.
Instead of thinking about cash, think about your skills. What are you already good at? A service-based business runs on your talent, not your bank account. Things like web design, writing, coaching, editing, even pet care. You use your skills to help someone, you learn on the job, you get paid, and then you reinvest that into making things better. You literally start with who you are right now. Now for another huge myth we need to bust. This idea that to be an entrepreneur, you have to do this dramatic movie scene where you quit your job, you burn all your bridges, and you just go all in. Honestly, for your first business, that's a super risky and totally unnecessary move. Here's a much smarter way to do it. Treat it like an experiment, a side project. Use your weekends, wake up just 30 minutes earlier each day. That's it. This lets you play around and learn without risking your financial stability. It's like having a low-risk lab for all your great ideas. Okay, so theory is great, but let's look at how this all plays out in the real world. I want to share a quick story that is the perfect example of the power of starting simple, messy, and totally imperfectly.
So meet Daniel. His dream was to open a coffee shop, but he had absolutely no money. So what did he do? He started messy. He got a borrowed van, a folding table, and just started selling coffee. Some days he only made $20, but every single day was like a real-world MBA. He learned which locations were best, what his customers really wanted. That messy start wasn't a problem. It was the foundation for the amazing coffee shop he runs today.
And that brings us to a really important point. Your first business is kind of like your first relationship. It's probably not going to be the one forever. Its real job is to help you discover things, what works, what doesn't, and what you actually want out of all this. It's all about discovery.
So if you only take one single thing away from this explainer, please let it be this. The real secret to getting started isn't finding the perfect idea or waiting for the perfect time. The secret is to just lower the bar. Make it smaller, make it easier, make it way less scary to just begin.
Because here's the truth.
Nobody ever feels 100% ready before they start. That confidence, those skills, that courage you think you need to have first, they aren't things you need to start. They are things you get from starting. They are built during the messy, uncertain, and totally exciting process of actually doing the work.
Let this be your new mantra. Say it with me. Starting messy is 100 times better than not starting at all. Don't aim for perfect, just aim to start. Pick an idea. Take the tiniest step you can think of, and just let the journey teach you the rest.
So I'm going to leave you with this one question. Not for one day, but for right now, today. What is one small, messy, imperfect step you can take to get that idea out of your head and into the world? Thanks for joining me on The Explainer.